Hi guys, I hope you're all well. We are back again. Continuing with this question paper of Math Paper 1 from November 2023. So it's just a recent paper that grade 12 have written, and we are now doing 1.1.2. So the first question says that says that x squared minus 2x equals to 6. So you're supposed to solve for x for this question, and then you are told that the answer needs to be corrected to two decimal places. So you need to correct your answers to a two decimal places. So that means you'll be the solution for this question is definitely going to be a decimal number. So the first thing that you're supposed to do is that whenever you're solving for x, you need to take note of equating everything equal to 0. So meaning that on the one side you need to have 0, and then on the other side you need to have all of your trinomials there. So for this one, since we can see it's x squared minus 2x equals to 6, and this 6 is supposed to be taken to this side. That's the first thing that you're supposed to do. Always you isolate. So we are going to isolate all of our variables on one side and then leaving 0 on the other side. So we are going to have 3x to the power of 2 minus the 2x that we already have, and then we said we are now going to take this 6 to the other side. So when we transpose 6, because we can see 6 here was positive 6, when we transpose it, it is going to be what? Negative 6, because of whenever you transpose a number or anything, the sign will definitely change. And then what we will be left with on this side will be left with 0. That's what we want. And then since now we have isolated or formed a trinomial, and then we can now factorize this. So you can't factorize this using because in grade 10 and 11 you learned about different types of factorization. So there are no finite factors to actually factorize this expression here. So the only way to do it is to use a quadratic formula. So a quadratic formula, this is the formula that you were introduced with in grade 11. And that quadratic formula says that, because of I've already made some few notes of it. So the quadratic formula, the equation of quadratic formula says x equals to minus b plus minus b squared. X equals to minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac. This is the equation of a quadratic formula. So since this is the equation of a quadratic formula, which is a minus b plus minus the b squared, the root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. And then we also remember that you use this quadratic formula once you have a trinomial, meaning that once you have something in this form of ax squared minus bx, or plus bx, in fact, plus c. So this is whereby you are going to use this equation, and then this whole thing obviously needs to be equated to 0 so that the equation is applicable. It is applicable for us to use the quadratic formula. Okay, so the value of a is the coefficient of x squared. The value of a is the coefficient of x squared. This is the value of a, which is the coefficient of x squared. This is the value of b, which is the coefficient of x, and then c is just a sole number that is standing by itself. It has a coefficient of x to the power of 0, meaning it's basically 1. Okay, so we have the value of a here, the value of b here, and the value of c here. So that's what we are going to do also with this question here that we are given here. So we are going to do a same thing. Our value of a is what? Is 3. Our value of b is minus 2, and our value of c is minus 6. And also take note of including the signs of your numbers. So since you can see here we have a positive a, here you have a negative a, and there you have a negative number. So we take note of the signs. Okay, so taking those coefficients, we're going to plug them here. Where you see b, you're going to put minus 2. Where you see B, put -2. Where you see A, you're going to put it 3. Where you see C, you're going to put -6. And then where you see A, just going to also put 3. And then it's advisable, guys, to always write down these values. Why? Because to avoid making mistakes. So it's advisable to write down these values, that your A is 3. Once you write them down, this allows you or helps you to make mistakes. So always write down these values: the value of A, the value of B, and the value of C. So the value of B, we say, is -2, and the value of C is what? Is -6. So writing these coefficients down allows you, whenever you plug them here in your equation or formula of quadratic, you are not likely to make any mistake. Okay, so for the value of B, just going to put -2. Value of B, -2. A, going to put 3, as we have put it 3 here. The value of C, you're just going to substitute -6. The value of A, you're going to substitute 3. And then from then onwards, we are going to use your calculator. So I assume you guys have a calculator. You use a calculator. It's either you find the top part first and then the bottom part and then combine it, but it is most likely to just or it is more easy to just put the whole thing inside of the calculator. So instead of putting this part in the square root in the calculator, then coming to add this one and then coming to do the bottom one, that is going to consume a lot of time. So it's easier and it's more effective to just put the whole thing inside of a calculator. Why? You won't make any mistakes by doing so, and then you are most likely to get the correct answer by doing that, rather than doing it piece by piece. If you leave out something when you're doing piece by piece, it will definitely affect your final answer. So the first answer that you're going to get is this one of 1 plus root of 19 divided by 3. So this solution, guys, it is the one that is of positive, because since we can see the equation says that we are going to have two solutions whenever you use quadratic. So the first solution is going to be the one of plus, and then the other solution is going to be the one of minus. So the one of minus, it is this one. This is the solution of minus, and then this one is the one of plus, this one is the one of minus. So we are going to take this, put it inside of our calculator, and then we get 1.7862. So remember, guys, we were told that we need to round our answer to 2 decimal places. So it is just going to be 1.79. Why 9, guys? Because before it is 1.786. so this is the answer that we get, and then it just continues. But now once we round it off, it is just going to be 1.79. this is going to be the final answer. And then for this one as well, guys, you're going to put it inside of our calculator. We are rounding it to 2 decimal places. So the final solution is going to be -1.119, and then it continues. Okay, so once you round this one off, it is just going to be -1.12. Why 2, guys? Remember, this 9 here will affect this value, so we're going to add 1 here, hence why it's going to be 2. This value there affected this 8, hence why it became 9. We added 1 here on 8, it became 9. So that's how you round off, guys. So this is how we are going to find our final solution. So I hope you enjoyed. Please do like, follow, and comment if you found this useful. Thank you. Catch up for more videos coming up.